Hello, welcome to my crafty corner. This is Sarah. Got this little box done. And so I thought I would go through. I've already done this one. We still have this one to do. So I thought I would do this one on camera. But I'm going to show you what I've got here with this one first. This was probably the easiest one because I didn't have to really do anything to the box or anything like that. I just put the papers and stuff on. So the front here, this is just a little sticker from the little sticker sheet. And then I used the silver cardstock. This is just Hobby Lobby brand. Used that to back that little sticker on with white. Actually, I stuck the sticker on white and then just cut it like to be like a little sign. And then these little guys are Chilly and Freezy. This little thing here. This is the, what was this? The December 2022. So, I also have this one right here, which is called Twig and Stomp. So if you have this one and you don't have this one, because I'm guessing they probably don't even have this one anymore. This was a free die from Simon Says Stamp that they do, and that might be something that you know about. But so I got one, and really wanted that to go with these. I haven't cut these guys right here out yet. I felt like they were probably a little big for this. So, well, little Stump here, he probably would be the right size, maybe. But Twig there, I think he might be too big. They might fit on the outside, okay, but for as far as the inside, I think they're too big. I did use the tree out of this one and the snowflakes, though. So I did use this one, and of course, I will link. I don't know if this paper line is still at Hobby Lobby or not, but anything else that I can, I will link in the description box below. So this one you could use, or any other little die that you have that is for a snowman, or whatever type of little paper pad or paper that you're using. I just kind of made my own embellishments to go with the ones that I already had. And all I did was I cut these guys out, put those together. I actually got that idea from these little guys right here in the little sticker sheet because I thought, how cute, you know? So we'll do little snowmen since it's a winter theme. And so that's how I got that. And then I took my speckled egg distress oxide. I made myself like a little palette here. I squished it on there. And then I just took my little watercolor brush and I kind of highlighted, or, you know, put little shadow areas on those because that's how it is on the little sticker thing. So I tried to kind of mimic that. This little piece, I cut these out of cardstock, or not cardstock, watercolor paper. And then I took, I have a set, these are just a couple, I think there's one or two more different little like border edge dies, or I think I got these off of Amazon. And I just used these for my little snow because they needed to have something to set on so they didn't just float on the box. All right, so I got those guys. And then I took a little sticker I had from that little sticker sheet. It was a little snowflake, and I put it there like they were handing each other the snowflake. And then I was just looking through some stuff, and I found the little charm snowflake, so I stuck that on there to give it a little something extra. The colors that I used to do all of the inking, I did the watercolor ink. As far as inking the pages, I didn't ink anything. I wanted this to be pretty clean looking, no inking really involved other than just the coloring of that. I used speckled egg in the distress oxide, and I used ice spruce in the distress ink. So I used the sprays as well. So I have the sprays, and they were both the spray stains because that's the ones I have. And I used the sprays on the little accessories here, so like the little hats and the scarves. And I alternated those out to give the light area and the dark area. And then I took, since this has the silver accents in there, I took my little Signo Uniball gel pen and the silver one, and I just kind of went over and gave that a little detail on there. I can hold it up a little bit more, you can see it. And then, because I noticed on that little sticker, those guys, well, maybe not on this one. There's the little puffy one that came with it, and he has little silver accents on him. So there's that. And then for the little drawer part here, and I'm not going to pull on it because it's still, I can still see the glue on there. It's still wet. I took a little wooden bead, and now I have like the ones like this. Hang on, let me show you. I have the ones like this. Well, I had the one like that. I have been doing that all day long. Can't hang on to anything. So I have these, which make cute little feet. How adorable if it had little feet. Anyways, okay. You know, I'm gonna put feet on everything. But I have those, and then, but they were a little too big for this part here, I felt like. And I do have some little wooden beads that range in, you know, different sizes. And so I just took them. Now they have a hole in both ends since they're a bead. I have some wood filler, and I just took this little wood filler, and I've had this forever. And I mean, like, I can't tell if that's a date on it or not. Maybe, I don't know, but I've had this for years. And I barely got some out, but I used it, it worked. And I just filled that hole in on one end. I just stuck it on my little thing. This one I painted white. This one I had painted white, and I looked through my stuff, and I did have this brushed metal, you know, it's dark gray, and it has a shine to it, but it wasn't, I wanted it more of the silver, not really the gray. And so I tried a few things with it. I tried using like the glue and then the foil on it, and it just wasn't working. So then I just rolled it around on my little embossing pad here, which mine is very, it leaks, like it's very sticky and it leaks. But I used the Distress Embossing ink, the Tim Holtz one, and am I the only one, like this is a side note, but am I the only one who thinks that smells like cinnamon? It smells like cinnamon to me. I don't know. I guess it's better than a chemically smell, but anyways, just when I first smelled it, I was like, is this cinnamon? It's scented. They could put scented on there. But anyways, so this one I've left white because I'm not sure if I want it to stay white or if I'm going to do it the same way I did this one. And it's dry, so I could probably take it off that. I'm going to leave it on there for now so I don't lose it. But I took this one, I rolled it around on that ink pad, and then I dipped it in my embossing powder. This one I got from Hobby Lobby. Metallic finish silver. So use that. And then just matted the sides. The bottom I just covered in white. I didn't matte a pattern or anything on that. If I have any extra, I might, and then I might not. And I'm liking the little feet idea, so I may end up putting feet on there, using some of these smaller ones. So then I'm not going to pull on the little bead yet because it's not dry. It's mainly decorative. So we'll pull it out, and then we have our little book on the inside. And I did matte the bottom in there because it had that glue part on it, and so I just used a piece of that silver down in there. And then I'm gonna I'll pop in, when I get through showing this, I'll pop in and I have a little clip where I'll show how I put these together. What I did is really simple. It's basically just a 12 by 12 sheet of cardstock. You cut it down to 4. You get 3 strips out of that. And then I'll go through and tell you the measurements because I can't remember right offhand what the measurements were. But I'll tell you that and I'll do a little clip showing you how to put this together. Now mine, I goofed and I didn't, when I stuck these on here, I didn't realize that it opened to this side. So, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. So we'll just go this way with it. It's fine. So I have a little sticker from the sticker sheet. I backed this on that silver. And then I stuck some of the little snowflakes around there on that. Used this guy, popped him up on some foam. I thought he was super cute with this little top hat and the snow on it. And then I'll have to go through, when we do this one, I will, because I think I've already got the little book part together, I will go through though and give you the measurements for the little pockets and stuff like that. So this one, I used one of those little dimensional stickers, and it did have extra foam tape on the back. I took that extra part of foam tape off. You could have probably left it because we have a pretty good amount to grow in there. So this has grown pretty quick. And then I just took a couple little pieces of card. I matted one side. If I have extra, I may go back through and mat the back sides. I don't know. I still have paper left. But yeah. So those are cute, right? Just used some of the pieces I had cut down. Used my Martha Stewart snowflake punch, or any snowflake that you have. You could use, I just used that punch because it was easy and I wanted some out of that silver. And then I layered up one of the little white ones on there, put a little gem in that. Made little flowers. I'll have to go through and show you the embellishments that I made as well, because I got a little overboard, I think. I'm going to have so many left over, I might have to figure out what I'm going to do with them. So this one, I just did a little collage of some flowers that I made. I did those little twigs, cut out little pine cones. I even highlighted those with my little silver pen so that it looks like the ones in the paper. And painted the little berries blue. Maybe not quite the right color blue. I think it looks pretty good though, so I like it. And then on this one, I made just a little belly band. Took one of those little stickers. It had the foam tape on the back side on the middle, and I just took it off and then put a piece down at the bottom to keep it, you know, to keep these from falling out. I did dye my own seam binding, and I just used this kind right here. I'm pretty sure I got this from Zipper Stop. Pretty sure. Or Amazon. Either or. So I have that. And I like getting the cream or the white colored ones because then you can, you know, you can make those any color that you want to go with anything. So that's what I do. And I just cut a bunch off, and I actually took my speckled egg spray. I just right down in the bag, got a good bit down in there, wet my seam binding, scrunched it up, stick it down in there, and then I just did all that. That way then my hands wouldn't get ridiculously inky. They still got inky, but not as bad. And so that's a good little hack, I think. And then this one, I used another one of those little stickers, more of the little flowers, the little holly leaves. And it's just got little mats in there. It's super cute. Why won't that go in there? If I got it snow, there we go. I was thinking when I measured down my pockets and stuff, and I just went with it because I already had them cut down and I didn't want to do it again. I measured them to the size of the actual matted paper, not the actual size of the base part. And if I really would have wanted it to go to the edge of the base, but like I said, I'd already cut them down and I didn't want it again, so I just went with it. Let's see, on this back side, I just put that little let it snow on some white, cut that out. This little snowflake, I have those here. I've got a bigger ones. I haven't actually used the bigger ones. Those I did backwards, wrong way around, but that is from, that's a Tim Holtz, is it called an impresslet? So it embosses and it cuts at the same time, you know, those little ones. So that's what that is. And if I can find that, I will link it in the description box below as well. This one, I just took one of the little stickers, matted it. Left this one pretty plain, the little belly band. Stuck that in there, pretty plain. This one here, just took the little skates, a little flower, and then one of them little branches. Now, guys, the reason when I found out that I had did this one upside down, my trees ended up being upside down. So I miraculously got them peeled off without tearing and then had to re-stick them back down. So this one, when you've got directionals, you have to pay attention to what we're doing, I'm going to have to pay attention to what I'm doing. So this one, I just did another little cluster with the little flowers and the little pine cone and the branch. And it's got just a little tag in there. Little booklets would have been cute to go in there. We had enough space. And you wouldn't even have to really do like I scored these. You could just stick them straight down, you know, not even worry about the scoring part. And that probably would work just as well. And then, why does that keep wanting to come out? This one, I took one of those little guys. I have the little tree that came from the twig and stump because I had extra paper left over that I had sprayed. That's that ice spruce. And so I just cut those trees out, and I had, I think I cut 3 solid, the full tree, and then I had just a little bit left over, and I just cut it off the edge of the paper, and I thought, well, I can use that on the edge, and it worked out really cute. Used another bit of snow, used the little speckled egg to do my little shadowing. And then I left this one up on this side, and I just tucked a tag, a little bitty tag right down in there. Like he's, I don't know, or she's reaching for that tag, right? And then there we go. That's it. And then it just pops back down in there and slides in. I think it's turned out really cute. It's so cute. All right, so we'll get started on this one. Okay, so I'm gonna pop in here real quick to show you what we're gonna be doing for the pages to go in our little box here. So all I did was I took a sheet of 12 by 12 and I cut it down to 4 by 12. Well, I left it at 12 and then just cut it down at 4, and then you get 3 out of that, right? Okay. And then I scored these, and I did one for the white and one for the, what is this? Craft. Oh my goodness. Okay. The craft here. Okay. And what we're going to do is we're going to score it at, get my notes over here. We're going to score it at 3 3/4. Okay. So on the 12-inch side at 3 3/4. Okay, and 7 1/2, and 11 1/4. Oh, that's 11 1/4. Whoops, I almost did it. Okay, it'll be all right. We'll fix it. It'll be all right. Okay, and then let's see. Let me see if I can't. Move that in, all right, and then, and I'm just gonna kind of make sure that mine's kind of score crooked or it slides or something, I don't know. All right. So I'm just going to try to make sure that they're at least straight. Okay. Like that. And then I've done all of them that way. I have not folded these in yet. These will probably be easier. Like that. And then we're going to put tape on. Let me get these out of the way. We're going to put tape on this end. I'm just going to go almost to that score line. And I know that's hard to see on the white. And then to the end here. You could have cut that down, you know, like to a ½ inch, but I mean, I'm not gonna bother. I'm just gonna go ahead and do it like this. Okay. Well, hang on to nothing when I'm trying to. And then I'm going to do the same thing for these, and then I will be back. That right? Actually, one of those we didn't even really need. That piece, I didn't even think about that. So we may end up trimming that off. I'm going to leave it for now, just in case I want to add something else. Or do I? Actually, no, I think I'm just going to go ahead and cut it off because I'm not going to, I don't think I'm going to need it for anything. So I'm just going to go on the opposite side of that score line, and I'm going to keep it though. Still got tape on it, and I can use it for something. And I will go ahead and do that to one of these as well. It's white, it's harder to see though. Okay. So we've got those done. Ready to go in here. Let's kind of do a fit. And probably what I will do is add, we could glue like the bottom in there and have it like a pull-out thing, you know? Like that. Oh, I hit you. I don't know if I like that, but we're probably going to fix it to where there's something in there that kind of helps to pull it out, I guess. Or you could just dump it. I don't know. And there's that one. Like so. And let me take this plastic piece out. And I will have to do something with that. It's glue. Yeah, that's fine. Okay, we'll map the bottom of that, and then there we go. Like that. Yay. All right, so then the next step is going to be cutting down our papers. I'm going to move this one out of the way for a minute. So now I have went through already, and I've cut down the pieces that I need. And hopefully I can remember. I have all the mats. I have the little book. I have all of that cut down for these. So, showed you how to do the little book. I'm going to measure these out because I don't think I didn't write these down. If you want yours the same size as your actual book, then yours would have to be a little bit bigger than this. Mine, I measured mine out. I got a long pocket that's going to go this way. I try to do like one of each. So I have a long pocket. I have a pocket that'll go this way. I have a little angle pocket. Then I have two belly bands, one that'll go horizontal and one that'll go vertical. Or one's landscape, one's portrait, however you want to say it. So 4 3/4 by 3, and then I scored at a 1/2 inch on 3 sides. So the 2 short sides and 1 long side. For the angle pocket, I cut a square at 3 3/4 by 4 1/2. I cut it from corner to corner this way. And then I scored at a 1/2 inch on 1 long side and 1 short side. The belly band is 4 3/4 by 1 inch, the longest one. And then I scored at a 1/2 inch on each of the shortest ends here. So it gives me a long one. And then for the one that's going to go across this way, it is a 4 1/2 by 1 1/4. And scored that on, of course, the small ends there. And then for this one, it is 4 1/2 by 2 1/2, and I scored at a 1/2 inch on the 2 shorter ends, and then on the long side, scored at a 1/2 inch also. Alrighty. And then for the little pocket, or the little like mats to go inside those, or the little tags, I've got 2 here at 3 by 3 1/2. I have 2 at 3 1/2 by 2. I have 1 at 2 1/2 by 3. 2 at 3 1/4 by 2 1/2. And I used scrap pieces of cardstock that I had, you know, from leftover things to do these with. So that's what those are. Okay. Here's our little, whoops. Here's our little book, and it measures. This is how I got myself in a bind on how those were measured, because I went by these measurements, and that's not what this measures. So for my mat's 3 3/4. This is 3 3/4, so my mats were 3 1/2. This is my mat size, not my actual album size, right? So that's okay. So I know this is going to be the front side because I wrote on it. So maybe I'll get it right this time. Okie doke. Now, these are all just mats for the pockets and the tags. And so on those, I'm not going to go through and measure every single one of those, because all you do, or all I did, was I measured down, I may have extra things in here. I just cut them 1/8 of an inch smaller, or cut them small enough that I would have 1/8 of an inch border, just like on most everything I do. So we got those. And I may, like I said, I feel like I got extra in here. Okay. That's all right. That's all right. Okay, so we're going to put these here. I'm going to keep those to the side. And see, now I cut all these down, and now I'm going to have to remember what these actually go for. I think these are for the cover parts. Maybe this is for this. Oh, I don't know. Geez, okay. So, I know some of these are for the sides of the box. Some are for the sides of the actual box here. Now, I only did on this, I didn't do the insides. Like these, I didn't do the sides, which this one fits pretty, you know, like more snug. Than this one does. So I may end up matting the sides of this, because that way then it'll give it a little bit more thickness. My goodness, I can't think. I can't talk today or anything. All right, so we've got these and those. These are going to be for the, I think, the outsides. Let's see. These are going to be for the actual pages. And so, yeah. And I may end up having to have more. I don't know. I might not have cut enough. I may have cut too many. I tried to cut these the same time I cut these so that I would make sure I had the exact same. But that's no guarantee. So, I'm going to go ahead and mat the little book first. It's going to go like, whoops, it's going to go like this. I need to try to remember which way's up here. This one, I don't know why that, ooh, I did not put that on there straight at all. Okay. And then it goes this way. And round and round. Okay, so, all right, so I'm making sure that I got my book going up the right way. And then what I did in this one is I kind of, which it's folded different, so this one will be kind of different, I guess, but just the opposite way. So I'm probably going to put a pocket here. Then I think I skipped 2. Then I put another little thing. I skipped 1, 2, put another, and then so on. So I think that's how I kept it kind of straight in my head as to what, because I didn't want 2 pockets too close together, because that way I kind of dispersed out my embellishing and stuff like that to make it at least somewhat, not, you know, at least somewhat the same size or thickness around, if that makes any sense. Okay, so I think I'm going to go with this one. And it doesn't matter which one. First, I'm going to go through and get these all prepped with tape and all of that, and then I'll be back to show you where I put them. Alrighty, so I got all of these done. I think I'm gonna start with a pocket. And I think I'll just start with this one. You're gonna see a little bit of my paper on the side there, but that's okay. Ooh, loud. All right. So just gonna peel the bottom one off, line it up with that paper mat there at the bottom, and then I'll peel these and then just fold it up like that. Actually, no, I'm gonna go here. Okay. Just do it, and we'll put her on pretty on the top. Okay, so then 1, 2, then this side. And I think we're gonna do this pocket here. Okay, so wait, I forgot to cut. I'm just gonna angle it that way. Woo, don't cut into the actual thing. My goodness, Sarah. It's fine. Okay. And then this one will go like so. I don't really want those to meet. So that way when you fold it in, they're not like on top of each other. I'm getting shaky here. Okay, so I'm gonna do the bottom one first, and I'm just gonna pop it down here and line it up as best I can anyways. Okay, and then do the same thing with this one here. Okay. And then, so that's 1, 2, 1, 2. I keep covering up. I'm actually gonna do it here, this way. Yeah. Just because I feel like it. Okay, so I've got the pockets and stuff on, except for, I only did 5 in this one, but I'm thinking I'm gonna have to do something else on one of these. I probably will do like with the little snowman like I did on that one, maybe on this one, to kind of break those up. Okay, so I'll remember that. Please tell me that I did it right. Yes, so this is the front. It goes like this, like that. And we'll put something there. Okay, so this is the front. But I have all of these things here. So I'm gonna go through and get my mats together and finish matting these. Okay, so that's got the pockets on, the pockets matted. The next thing is gonna be to go through, I haven't done the tags yet. I won't do those on camera either. I mean, cause you know, I'm gonna have to trim my papers down because I didn't cut them right anyways. I cut them the same size as the actual mat, so I'm gonna have to trim those down just a bit. And then I'll go ahead and have those done. And then the next thing that we're gonna do is mat the actual box itself. And then the next thing would be, after matting all of these, is to go in and embellish. Now, I didn't mat the inside of the box, and I don't know if I'll do that on this one either. I may end up going through and matting all of these that way, like I said, because this one's a little bit, I feel like once we get something in there, it's going to be more weighty. It's not going to be so, you know, like that. But yeah, so that's what I'm going to do. Alrighty, so the next thing, I'm going to go ahead and go get all these matted. Get those separated out so I know exactly where they're going. And I'll be back. Okay, so it is time to start matting the box here. And I'm just gonna set that one off the side. I don't want to lose my little bead. So I'm just gonna leave it inside this piece for now. And I'm actually gonna put this back in here so it's a little, has a little stability. And I've cut these pieces down. Let's see. So I have the mats for the drawers, the drawer part, or the little pull-out part. Well, and then these are going to be for the sides of the outer box. Let's see. I think I had some extra of those left over from the book itself. And I think this way. So that's going to go like that. Okay. Yeah, I had some extra little pieces left over. So we'll put those to the side. And I'm just going to glue these down. I'm just going to use my, did I use glue? I don't know if I used glue on that one. I think I used tape. I can't even remember. It's been a minute. I really need to, I want to try to be more consistent with my recording and my doing, but it's, you know, it is what it is sometimes. It's when I can get in here, when I have a quiet moment. And a lot of times I have to end up really editing out and cutting out a lot because I have my bunch. I don't have a room that's, you know, off to itself. I'm in the living room, dining area, so that's my, well, it's a craft room now. But everybody's in here a lot of times, or you can hear them throughout the whole house, so, and it's okay. It's not the end of the world, but maybe one day I will have my own little craft room, but until then, we'll just work with what we've got. Pull my tape out. I did at least organize and clean up my little space here before I started this again. It had gotten pretty bad. I had like just this much space to work in. Oh man. Put the lid on that glue before it starts doing stuff it shouldn't. Okay. I'm gonna go through. I'm just gonna go ahead and put tape on all these. I think I'm just gonna do this tape on all the pieces. So I'm gonna go through and put tape on those, and then I will be back. Okay, so I got tape on all of these. And what I'm gonna do for just the inside part is not use that one. Let's see. For the inside part, I'm just gonna use my my ATG here. And I have two different ones. One of them was my daughter's, and she don't use it. So she asked me if I wanted to just keep it in here. So I rotate them out. One runs out and then I use the other. Okay. All right, so let's see. I may have to stand up so I can... I know I'm shaking you all over the place. My table is so wobbly. Let's see. Correct, nope. Let's go this way. I think I want to flip it this way though, because I want that. And it may not end up showing, but let's see. So I'm just going to place that where I have about 1/8 of an inch round. Like that. And then we'll do the sides the same way. So I'm going to do the longer ones first. And then just turn it this way and do it because it's just easier to get more pressure that way. All right, so there's that. Now I had thought about doing matting like the insides of this to make it have a little more, because it's kind of loose in there, unlike this one, you know, it's very kind of seamless, I guess. But I think I'll do that last, because you just do it I would do it the exact same way that I did these, and try to put it in there the right way. Okay, so to me, that one looks crooked. Yeah, that's good. I'm gonna do it this way. Okay. And I think this one, I'm gonna leave the little thing. I think I'm gonna leave this one white. And I'm gonna use tacky glue, and I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put it on so it can be drying. And get the glue down there. And I'm actually just gonna it's not gonna take a whole lot, but just wanna make sure I do got enough. And let's see, to center it, I could just eyeball it. That's about, what, 1 and, what's 3/4? Let's go. I'm gonna call it right there, so. Just kind of spinning it in that glue to make sure that there's some all the way around, and that looks good to me. So we're gonna leave that for that to dry. Okay. And then, well, here, I might as well just keep that out. I might need it again. So then we have this one. I did not go through and do those mats. Goodness. Okay, so let me run through and do these two. I forgot about them. Like that. And that one should be it. Okay, so then we can go through and embellish how we want to. So on the front of this one, let's see, on the front of this one, I used that little snowman and the Hello Winter. Let's see what I've got. I think that'll be cute. Okay, I think that's what I'm gonna go with. And yeah. So let's go ahead and get these attached down. Okay, so I know how I want them to go. Hello? Bob? Bobby? Your tail is in the way. Always. Bobby, come on. Oh, goodness. This way, Bobby. Bob. Okay, come on. Let's go. Down here. All right. So I think I'm going to wait just a bit. Bob. No. What do you want? Throw some petting. Want some petting? Hmm? No. What? Yeah. You a sweet kitty? Are you a sweet kitty? You're getting what? So I think I'm gonna end up, I might still say winter wishes or winter wonder or whichever, but I think I will use something else. I have some letter dies and things like that that I haven't used. I may try those things so I can do smaller fonts. So for now, let's go in here and we're gonna decorate this. All right, guys, so we've got most of all the matting done, embellishing done, and I was going to do the winter up here in the big, but I've decided I'm not going to do that. So I thought that this right here would be cute. It says Winter Wonderland, and I'm going to go with Winter Wonderland. I think that's okay. So I'm just going to emboss it using this same embossing powder that I used for this little knob here, and using my embossing ink pad. I'm just going to use this one because it's right here on my table. All right, and I'm going to emboss that on this white cardstock. You could always just measure it out and put it in your trimmer, but because I can see like where I didn't get mine exactly straight, but I don't think that it's not that big of a deal. I think it'll be just fine like that. Let's see. All right. And then we will put this one here. I may have to tack that little piece down though, because that's going to bug me, I think. So let's stay. Okay. Okay. Oh, it's not going to stay. Let me hold it just a second. Okay. And then this one can go here, which I didn't think. I'm actually gonna tuck it under his little hat there, like that. And I think that's how we're gonna go. Okay, and I'm not gonna pop it up. I'm just gonna use my tape on it. I'm gonna kind of line that up so that I see that it's maybe even on both sides. And make sure that it's straight like that. And I'm just kind of pressing it down with my hands. Okay. All right, so I think I'm gonna call that one done. We'll do a quick little flip through of the inside embellished and out. I've already done a little flip through this one, so we won't go through that one again, but I'll do this one. It's not exactly the same, it's similar. Just to remember that the little ball thing that now depending on how you put yours on here, I just added mine with glue, and it's a tiny amount of glue, so I'm not gonna use that as I pull, because it, you know, you're probably just gonna tear it off. So I feel like it's good enough. I just get my finger down in there and pull it out like that. I did mat the sides, all sides. I didn't mat the inside. I don't think that that's necessary, because this one got to be a little bit thicker than that other one. So, and I think it's probably due to because this is craft cardstock and that one was white cardstock, and it's just the thicknesses are different. or the pounds are different. So the front here, I did go with the little snowman, used one of those little stickers, backed it on that, stuck some stickers around. I struggled with those snowflakes, guys. They wanted to not come off right on that sticker sheet. Drove me nuts. You probably won't see all that. Just did my little cluster here with my little flowers and pine cones and berries. Left this one plain, put the little bow, just did a little thing, used one of them little dimensional stickers there with the trees. This one here, used a little dimensional one there for the belly band part. Just left it kind of plain, left this part plain. Left this one, used to that snowman, and added some little holly and berries around him. I left the back, went on this one plain. Same thing here with these little tags. I just put the little, one of them little stickers, I just moved the adhesive part to the bottom so that it would cause a little stop for those. Left this plain, just added a little cluster on that side. I got your little tag in there. Cluster on this one. Just using all them little things, and I just placed them on there and put them until I seen how I liked it, and that's how I went. And then I did the same thing here with the little snow and using one of the little snowmen's with the tree, and I used the full tree on this one, and then just stuck a little tag right down in there. So how cute. And then we're back to the front. So it's so cute. I really like how it turned out. But that's it, guys. That's our cute little boxes. I hope you like this video. If you do, you can give me a thumbs up and click that notification bell. You'll be notified when I do upload a video. If you're subscribed to my channel, thank you so much. If you like this video and you'd like to see other videos like this, please subscribe to my channel. I'd really appreciate that. That would help me out a lot. And thank you for watching. Bye.